Hi there guys, it's Drew Singer from Wallace Chevrolet in Milton, Ontario, and I just wanted to show you how to use the Chevy Bolt's infotainment system and some of its corresponding features. Let's have a look. So first we'll start with the basics, which would be how to pair your phone. Very simple. So hit this button up here on the main screen. That'll show you all your apps at a glance on this massive 10.2 inch screen we have here. Hit phone. And then just at the bottom here, you'll see add device, simple as that. So make sure the Bluetooth is on your phone, and it will recognize the Chevy Bolt. It might ask you for a number, which it will display here for you, and away you go. Once your phone is paired, you will see it here on the main screen. This is the home screen here, and this screen can also be featured as well to show you which parts of the Chevy Bolt's information is most important to you. If you hit this button up here, you'll see all of your music and all the stations that you have, some of your favorites here as well too. And of course you can change the source by going right there, so if you have a USB, if you have a phone, it'll all be located right there. So next we have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This is a very cool feature that's included with a lot of Chevrolet vehicles. Grab your phone's USB cable, the one that came with your phone, and use it to plug it into the USB port down here and then into the bottom of your phone. So once you plug it in, you will be prompted based on whether you have an Android or an Apple about Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Hit continue and yes to all of the prompts that you will see here, and just make sure that you enter all the passcodes that it might ask you for, and make sure you enable all of those permission settings. So once your phone is connected and once you've enabled all those permissions, go to your app screen again and hit Android Auto. And you will see a new screen here. This one shows you everything you need from directions using your phone's mapping system. So this is our Google Maps here, to phone, to voice prompts and commands to find nearest restaurants, to take you where you want to be. This uses your vehicle's Siri or Google Home feature, whichever one you have. You can also play music on there as well too, and of course you can go back to the main menu by pressing this one here, going to return to Chevrolet, or just the home button as well there. And this is a fantastic feature. Again, you can send text messages, you can make phone calls, all using this voice command system here right on the vehicle. So once you have Android Auto paired, you'll see incoming text messages on the top of the screen. You can reply to those by either clicking the screen or using this button here. And again, that can show you where your destinations are. And of course, all Bolts have navigation just by this feature because it mirrors the apps that are on your phone. Fantastic feature, Android Auto and Google Play, a must-have for the Chevrolet Bolt. So as we know, of course, the Chevrolet Volt is an electric vehicle, and we can of course see what sort of energy consumption we're having by pressing this energy button here. We can go from everything to information about a score based on our driving habits. We can see how much charge we're using based on types and conditions in the vehicle. Or we can go back here and look at the vehicle flow. We can also look at charge times, which I'll get to in just a moment, but there's a plethora of information here to show you how your information is being used and what your driving habits are like. Of course, there's also options as well too for charging options. Now this should be changed based on where you're charging, how you're charging, and what sort of alerts and prompts work for you. Another great feature about the Volt is that we can set our charge time. This is a fantastic feature, so we can use those off-peak hours. We don't have to be unplugging and plugging in the Bolt. We can just plug it in, and the vehicle will automatically turn on and charge during off-peak time. So what we can do then is to go to charging. We can hit departure or immediate. This will charge the vehicle immediately once it's plugged in, or departure. We can change when we would be departing. So if you're departing at 7 in the morning in the vehicle, I would set it for 10 to 15 minutes before then, let's say 6:50. Hit more here, and then we can choose when we want the vehicle to charge, off-peak, cost optimize, everything like that. Go to off-peak, hit OK, and then if we go to edit in the electric rate preference, we can choose whether we want that to start as earliest as possible. So say we plug the vehicle in at 7, the vehicle would charge the moment that the off-peak time starts. And we can even change when the off-peak times are by going into edit and then edit electric rate schedule just at the top here, and then we can plug in exactly when our off-peak schedule is. Maybe it changes yearly, maybe it changes in the summer and the winter, so we can click those here, and then of course we can actually go in and edit those times as well too. We can add more times for off-peak, everything like that. So once this is set, you can plug in your Bolt. It will charge once it hits off-peak, and then it will finish charging. So it is ready to go in the morning every single time, and you know it's being charged at the most cost-effective rate. One other very cool thing about the Bolt is the My Chevrolet app, which can show you diagnostic information, when to service your vehicle, when to charge your vehicle. It can show you how much charge your vehicle has. It's phenomenal, especially used with the Bolt. It has even more features, and this can be activated in your app store by using your OnStar or your Chevrolet Owner Center username and password. Or you can also call a connection center specialist at 1-877-558-8352. And on here, we can hook up the vehicle's Wi-Fi hotspot. We can purchase data for that. We can go into Smart Drive and look at our driving habits, including a monthly summary of tips to improve our driving habits. We can set our preferred dealer. We can have and look at vehicle services that are required and recommended. We can access roadside assistance, and of course an owner's manual too. And that is all on the My Chevrolet app. So be sure to download that for your vehicle. One more thing I should say is here is the amount of charge you have here. So this is the minimum based on if you drove like an absolute maniac, that would be the absolute minimum you'd have. That's the maximum, and then this is your average in the middle. So the Bolt can have up to 387. We're pretty much on a full charge here, or at the very minimum, if you're driving like an animal, 267. So you should be looking at this number to give you an accurate idea of how much charge you have left. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again soon.